Welcome back to my hunting and outdoors YouTube channel. Through in the outdoors, because you never know what I'm going to do on this channel. Archery season is surprisingly over as soon as it started. I got a cow elk opening day, the evening of opening day. My next hunts are all rifle. My elk hunts are end of October. Right now we're still middle of September. So I've got this rifle and it doesn't shoot at all. It shoots 4-inch groups. No matter what type of ammunition or hand loads I put in it. I mean, I can shrink them down to maybe 2.5 with hand loads. So I'm taking it to a gunsmith. It's a gunsmith that my dad and I both use. He actually was the FFL for my first rifle of my own. I think the barrel is shot out. And on these, this is a Remington 700 BDL. I can't remember. This white stripe here I think tells which kind it is. It's old. The date code on the barrel says that this barrel is from 1994. It's approximately 22.5, 23 inches. It's been cut down, threaded for this muzzle brake. I'm not too much of a fan of this muzzle brake, but I want to do some more shooting with it. So what I got to do now is clean it. It's known, the barrel's known for fouling really quick. So I'm just going to clean the barrel before I take it to the gunsmith. And the reason to clean it is so that he can take a look at the barrel and kind of tell me yes or no, it's not the barrel. I know it's the barrel, but just for the hell of it, I'm going to show you how I clean it. This is a cheap kit you can get pretty much at any gun store, sporting goods store. You take your bolt out, put this in the action here, so that when you put your cleaners in, your cleaning rod in and out, it doesn't, hit the chamber at all. Here's a close-up of how that works. Just goes right in and seats right in there. This little gadget here, you can put your patches in and then just stick the rod right in. I don't always use that. The first cleaner I'm going to start off with is for the copper fouling. It's Sweets 762. I'm going to use a nylon brush for this one. This is the kind that you put down in there, run the brush in and out a few times, and you let it sit. So that's something. It turns the copper blue. So we'll let this sit for a few minutes and then I'll start running some patches through and show you what they look like. It's going to be filthy. It's only got maybe 20 shots through it since the last cleaning. And like I said earlier, it fouls up pretty quick. I have other rifles that are all custom built. They're all precision rifles in either an AR platform or a chassis system. And they're really, really heavy. So the reason for me wanting this gun is just the complete polar opposite. Something old school looking. With the exception of this gigantic Vortex scope, I actually may be swapping this scope off and onto one of my other rifles and put a smaller, more simple scope on here. Another big reason I wanted a new hunting rifle, or new to me, because this is definitely not new, is my other ones weigh a ton. I mean a lot of weight. I'm going to show you what that first patch looks like. You can see there's a bluish green color to it. It actually doesn't look that bad. Really heavy. I think I got one that's Jesus, over 15 pounds. So this one should be 9.5 with the optic on it. This is a 2-pound scope. Then you got the scope rings and you got the scope base. They generally weigh right around 7.5 pounds without an optic. Here it is, brand new barrel. That's a Remington 700 takeoff barrel that I got for 50 bucks on Arms List. It's only had a few shots fired through it by the gunsmith. I'm gonna see if I can get it zeroed with 3 shots. I've got some other ammo if I need to, but they're much more expensive. These are just cheap Winchester 180 grain soft points. So we'll see what happens here. I pull out the bolt, sight down the hole by looking at it right here, and then adjusting your turrets, the crosshairs, so that they you go back and forth, up and down, looking through the hole, which is the barrel. You pull this bolt out and you look right down it, and then you come up and see where the crosshairs are. Well, I thought this had a little bit more zoom. That's 25x optical zoom. I'm shooting at the left target. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. So that is at 6 o'clock. I need to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. That's 1 inch high. Last shot. Alright. My elevation's perfect. I'm just still a hair right. So not too bad. This is the first shot. I didn't make a left-right adjustment at all. So on that last, after this shot here, I moved it three-quarter MOA back over to here. So I'm going to circle these. It's time for me to clean that barrel. I shouldn't be shooting it anymore without cleaning it. But I've got my hunting rounds. There's ridiculously expensive Barnes bullets. I'm just going to shoot one through it and see, and it's 180 grain also. I want to see how close it is to this 180 grain Winchester soft point. And then I'll be done with it and I have to go clean it. This rifle isn't going to be a rifle that I shoot very much. It's expensive to shoot a 300 Win Mag. I've got a nice 6.5 Creedmoor that I use for like marksmanship and just shooting. It's a range gun. Easy to reload, affordable to reload, shoots amazing. So this one box of 20, this box cost me $72 at Cabela's. So that's why I don't want to shoot it very often. So this is, I may hunt with this weekend. We'll see how this goes here. I'll probably shoot again, this coming weekend before I actually go. I shot these first 3, four, before I took this to the gunsmith. So this is what it looks like. It's got a fancy bluish ballistic tip on there. I'm only shooting this one. Alright, looking good. I'll leave it right there. Not sure, you guys can't see that. Maybe you can once it's on a full-size screen. But it is 1.5 inches high, exactly in line left to right. So my windage is perfect. My elevation is about 1.5 inches off. But I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I'll probably reconfirm that that's 1.5 inches high at 100, or I may re-zero it straight for 100 this weekend. But I'm happy with that. Thought I'd just bring you up here and show you where that Barnes went. Could be that Barnes is just shooting a little bit hotter, but this was the Barnes right here. I'll just write Barnes. And these were Win. So yeah, exactly 1.25 inch high at 100. And like I said, this weekend I'll spend more time making sure that everything is zeroed around here. And it needs to be clean. Those factory barrels, you want to make sure you clean them. I already shot too much without cleaning.